Draftosaurus is a quick and light drafting game in which you don't have a hand of cards that you pass around, but a bunch of dino meeples in the palm of your hand. A dinosaur park will always attract tourists if you can place your species right. Welcome to my review of Draftosaurus. Hey everyone, this is Draftosaurus, and today I'm presenting a game to you I just got to know recently and I already love. Before we go into that though, let me first show you how to set up the game. First, each player takes a zoo board, which are all the same, and puts it in front of themselves. The players must all use the same side of the board, either the simpler summer side or the slightly more complex winter side. Then you put a specific number of each dinosaur species in the drawback based on the number of players. In a 2-player game you use 48 of the 60 meeples, which are already prepared. You see all the cute little meeples here. The remaining dinosaurs are put back in the box. The youngest player puts the placement die in front of them. And that's already it. It's definitely one of the game's quickest to set up. The gameplay is just as simple. The game is played in 2 rounds and each round consists of 6 turns. At the start of each round, each player pulls 6 dinosaurs from the drawback and keeps them hidden in their hands. Like this. The player with the placement die rolls it. Then all the players each choose a dinosaur from their hand simultaneously, of course also hidden. So I would choose that and keep it hidden in the other hand. When every player has chosen a dinosaur, everyone reveals the one they chose and places it in their zoo. All players except the player who rolled the die must follow the additional placement rule imposed by the die. If a player cannot or does not want to place a dinosaur in a pen, they can always place it here in the middle, in the river. Dinosaurs in the river just give 1 point at the end of the game. Then the players each pass the dinosaurs still in their hands without revealing them to the player on their left. The player with the placement die passes it to the player on the left as well, and this is continued until all 6 dinosaurs are placed on the player's boards. And then round 2 begins, each player pulls 6 dinosaurs again and everything begins anew. At the end of the round 2, all points are added up and the player with the highest amount of points wins the game. So this is really simple. Choose a dinosaur, place it, pass everything on, choose a dinosaur, and so on. So now let's look at some placement rules. This is the summer side, that is a bit simpler. This is, in the top left for example, the forest of sameness. This pen can only hold dinosaurs of the same species and must be filled from left to right with no gaps. So, for example, I couldn't put another dinosaur of these 5 in there because they all need to be the same. And let's say I put them up to the 3rd spot by the end of the game, then I would receive 8 points at the end of the game. Or down here is the Prairie of Love. This pen can hold all the different dinosaur species. At the end of the game, it brings 5 victory points for each same species dinosaur couple in it. So for example, let's say I would have these dinosaurs in here, then I would receive 5 points for these 2 orange ones, but I would not receive 1 for the yellow one because there's another yellow one missing. If I had another yellow one in there, I would receive 10 points altogether. Additionally, we have rules on the die that let you put only dinosaurs to the left of the river with the coffee symbol here, for example, or something only in the woodlands section up here where the woods are, or maybe only in an empty pen, which would be this symbol here. And with all these placement rules, the rules on the board for everyone and the rules on the die for everyone who has not rolled the die, this game becomes a really fun little puzzle and a quick to play game. So, and that is pretty much how you play Draftosaurus in a nutshell. So how much do I like the game? Definitely a lot. Let's start with the positives. The theme is just adorable and dinosaurs are always a plus. The components look great and have a good quality. I mean, just look at all these dinosaur meeples. I really love those. They are really nice. All made from wood, different colors, different shapes. Really great. The game is simple to teach and plays very quickly. Also, the setup just takes a minute. So you can set up and play the game in about 15 minutes. Which is really quick, and it's great because there are modes here that you play the summer side and then the winter side, and who gets the most point altogether wins. So you can play like several sessions of this game because it's so quick. still, although it's so simple, there are enough puzzly decisions to make the game still tactically a little bit deep, despite its simplicity. So sometimes you just can't place a dinosaur you have in your hand someplace you wanted to place it because that die is restricting you. Or because you get back the dinosaurs from the player to your right and there is no dinosaur you can use. So you have to think, do I start maybe a new pen and try to get a few points there? Do I just put it in the river? So there are always decisions you have to make. So if you're looking for a very, very deep game, this is not the right game for you. But that's not what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be something you can take anywhere, play with anyone, and have a few quick games of. And for that, it's perfect. But if you're looking for a really deep game, something you can really bury yourself into, this is not the right game, of course. But apart from that, there's really nothing negative I can say about the game. There are even 2 expansions for the game, making it a bit deeper and more exciting. I've already ordered those and I can't wait to play them. I will most likely also feature them on the channel here. And that wraps up my review of Draftosaurus. If you're still watching, thank you very much for staying until the very end. If you would like to see more board gaming videos, drop by my channel and check it out. There's probably more that could interest you. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.